For today's review, we have two super fast ones for some very lengthy experiences with some idle and incrementing. First off with Magic Research 2, and then click to continue. Magic Research 2 is an incremental game where you play a wizard who's trying to seek out a magic stone. And we're going to have to do a lot of clicking and gathering lots of resources to make numbers go up to do so. The game begins with just simple clicking, trying to get some gold, to buy some more wizards, to get some more spells. But it will soon quickly evolve into its own text-based RPG as you must go battle enemies, collect resources, build up your equipment and your army of wizards to help you, and try to make progress any way that you can. The amount of depth in this one is very surprising. It has to do with the combat system. While you don't have any direct control over things other than clicking a spell, you can set up auto commands, set up wizards to do spells for you, and the different schools of magic each have their own style of play and spells that can help you when the time comes up. Poison is an always damaging effect, but you can also use water for healing. You have holy spells for just flat true damage, and spells that can aid you when it comes to production. An essential part of Magic Research 2 is creating the various gear and items that you'll need to power yourself up. And as you go up the various research levels for each spell element, you'll get more and more, and there's a lot going on in terms of creating builds based on what your primary spells are. Now, like with any idle incremental game, restarting or prestiging is a major factor here. And there are multiple quest lines that all will add value, new services, or even allow you to skip a lot of the early game challenges if you can complete them. And this is a game that it knows what it wants to be, and what it wants to be is a very lengthy experience. This is not an idle incremental game that you're going to be finishing within a day or two. Even getting past the main game unlocks post-game challenges, the always popular difficulty modes that add new variants or events to make things harder, and of course keep watching those numbers go up. Now, if I had any issue with this one, is that because of the limited interaction, it can sometimes feel that there's not much you can do other than just wait for a number to go up in order to have a chance of survival. And this comes with the major progression gates of bosses that will kind of lock away the next big part of the storyline, new researches, that kind of thing. And it can be a little time consuming like any idle incremental game. But if you're someone who likes these style games like I do and looking for a very lengthy and again very involved one in terms of strategies and ways of building out your different spell lists and so on, then I would definitely give this one a play, and hopefully I didn't just doom a few of you to many hours of watching these numbers go up. Click to continue is the complete opposite of Magic Research 2. This is a kind of idle game disguising itself as a escape room, or maybe vice versa style. You're trapped in a room, there's a button to click, and mysterious panels that will correspond to the number of times you push said button. And with that, you're going to go to work to explore this strange room and figure out, or try to figure out, the grand mystery of it. Now, like Magic Research 2, there are layers to this game. When you start out, it's just simply clicking the button, but soon you'll find multiple puzzles. Each new panel will reveal a new device or something to aid you. And unlike the previous game, this one does have an established end. While it may seem very large, sitting at about I think 1 billion clicks, there are many very subtle and not so subtle ways to speed through that. This is one of those games that the clicking kind of fades away as you play to kind of reveal more of this puzzle of figuring out how to speed things up and use the different items and clues you find to uncover more of the mystery. Now, with this having a fixed ending means that there's not quite as much replay value as with some of the other games. Again, this is more on the kind of short form side, so there's no replay value in terms of prestiging or unlocking new content. But for its price, it's a very solid clicking mystery. And I like this idea of a short form idle game, but with more of an emphasis on like a puzzle slash adventure style, rather than just sitting there and clicking a button until your finger falls off. Speaking of, I do wish that you could have used like the spacebar as a shortcut for clicking, as there is still a lot of clicking you're going to be doing, especially when you get near the end of it. It's a really great concept, and I do wonder if the developer will continue with this or expand on this in some way, shape, or form in the future. But still, a really great game if you're an idle fan who's looking for, again, more on the shorter side where there is an established end, and with the cardinal sin of instead of making number go up, you are making number go down. And that does it for these two very idle incrementing style games. Magic Research 2 was played with a retail key, while Click to Continue was by a press key from the developer. Particularly your game for the future doesn't involve idling, incrementing, or breaking fingers or mouse buttons. Please get in touch. Know what you think about these games down below, and I will see everyone for our next video. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed the video, do the YouTubing stuff. Be sure to visit our Discord and Patreon, and if you're interested in more in my thoughts on design, check out my game design books.